Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany, and if this is your first time stumbling across one of my videos, I do focus on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. So if that seems like something that you may be interested in, please think about clicking on that subscribe button if you enjoy the content, of course. Also, if you're already a subscriber, go ahead and click on that notification bell. I upload twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and on days like today, I'll bust out a bonus video. So I don't want you to miss any of them. So today's video is going to be a Chanel reveal. Let me get into a little bit of backstory before we go there. But I was supposed to go to Paris in April, early April, and as you all know, due to the pandemic that's going around, the coronavirus, everything has really been shut down, and it's probably just not safe to travel abroad right now. So my plan was to go to Paris and go to the flagship store, Rue Cambon, and purchase a really nice Chanel bag that could commemorate, you know, my time in Paris. However, since that has been canceled, I'd say a week ago, my sales associate texted me and said, "Hey sis, you know, I have a bag that I think you will love. You definitely need this one." And honestly, I was just like, you know, I kind of entertained the thought a little bit, but I already knew I wasn't purchasing any big items until I went to Paris. And so then it was like 2 days later, I realized that, you know, the trip would be canceled and we probably would have to postpone the trip. So of course I texted him back and he was like, "Girl, I sold it literally after I sent you the message and you said you didn't want it." So I was like, okay, well, it's just not meant to be, right? So yesterday, which was Saturday, I was getting a facial and I get a message from him saying, "Hey girl, we're doing 10% off of everything, including Chanel handbags. Get in here. I have the bag that I showed you." One of the ladies passed on it because this bag was for order only. So it wasn't like it was just stocked in the store. And he said, "You need to get down here. You can get 10% off." So I said, "I'll be over as soon as my facial is done." So that's what we did. My esthetician and I, we ran over to Nordstrom right after the facial. And of course, my bag was there that he was holding for me. I also looked around at some of the other pieces. They had a lot of new season pieces in, but the bag that I chose, I really felt like this would have been that perfect bag that I would have purchased at Rue Cambon and would have felt like, you know, this is like the full Paris experience. So I went ahead and got it because it's 10% off. Of course, it probably would have been even a smidge more cheaper in Paris, but who knows when that trip will be postponed due to, you know, all the things that are going on right here in the world right now. Honestly, I was going to say the United States, but everywhere. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the bag. Okay, you guys, so here is the box and I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So, Chanel box, of course it has the magnetic flap. And here it is. I've already opened this, by the way, so it's really a reveal. It's not like a true unboxing, but I did package it back up, you know, really nice. So this is what it looks like, of course, when you peel back the paper. And so you will get your dust bag. And here is the bag that I picked up. So as you can see, it is a small handbag. And let me go ahead and pull this off. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at this bag. So this is, let me get everything out. OMG, you guys, isn't she gorgeous? Like, oh, I love this bag so much. So online, this bag is called the Chanel flap bag. And when he rung it up on my receipt, it's called the My Precious flap bag. And I'm sure it's called My Precious because, as you can see here, you do get these pearl detailings, and each pearl, it has a different letter and it spells out Chanel. And then you also get the single pearl here, and it just has the Chanel double C's here. So super cute. This is a lambskin bag. Now this is very reminiscent of the mini, rectangle mini, but this one is a little bit taller, and I would say it's just a hair thinner in width. It's not as wide, but it is taller, so you still get about the same amount of space, if not more. And then you also get the little pocket on the back, the Mona Lisa pocket, And yeah, I love this. So it has the champagne hardware. I believe this is my first bag with the champagne hardware, which you know, it can lean gold or silver depending on what you're wearing. So that's another thing that I loved about this handbag. It is lambskin, so you do have to be a little bit careful, but let me just tell you a secret about me. Any type of bag that is slightly unpractical, or one that people would say, I love this bag, but I'm not going to get it because of the material, or I'm not going to get it because I probably can't wear it, like those special pieces, I love those pieces, even if they can seem a little bit impractical. And just when it comes to Chanel flat bags in general, I like the lambskin over the caviar. I've learned that over the years, but I love the fact that this is lambskin, and it's not like a super shiny lambskin either, so I love that as well. And let me just open this up for you guys. It does still have the protective sticker on the front, but when you open it, it is a single flap. It is leather here on the inside, but down off on the inside. Let me take the stuffing out. It is a black, just like fabric material, I guess. It does have the authenticity card. Let me pull that out. Here is the authenticity card. And yeah, so this is definitely a simple bag, but let me just tell you the reason why I picked this bag up. So I've always wanted that full encrusted pearl bag. Like, that bag came out maybe 2 years ago, and I was obsessed with that bag. Now, at the time, I was not in the space financially to be able to just go out and buy that bag, and it was at a decent price. I think it was like under $4,000, maybe $4,000. Of course, this was before the price increase, but it was a fairly affordable bag for what it was. I mean, it was like an iconic piece from Chanel that I feel like would be a collector's item. So I would have added that bag on my luxury wish list, but I just felt like there was no way that I would be able to get it. I mean, here we are in 2020, that's 2 years later, and I've seen that bag being sold on eBay for like $24,000, which is not an option. So when this bag came out, I had to get it. I felt like it had that same type of quality. And what I mean by that is a bag that, you know, it's not super, super expensive, but it is one of those standout pieces from the collection that you can commemorate this collection, but it'll also be sort of like a collector's piece. So you can always sell this probably way more than what you paid for it, just because it has this novelty chain, and it's just one of those pieces that it still has that classic vibe, but it has that little bit of extra detailing that everyone probably would be like, oh my goodness, I really want that bag, but it's sold out everywhere. And these are really hard to get. As I mentioned before, these were on just order, at least at the store that I shopped at. So these were just on order. One of the ladies that ordered the bag, she decided that she didn't want it, and that's how I was able to get it. So I'm obsessed with this handbag, you guys. It is so cute. I love the size of it. Honestly, looking at this online, I thought that it would be way too small, sort of like the super minis that Chanel used to do. But this one to me is comparable to the rectangular mini, and I actually like the way this looks better because it's a little bit taller and it's flatter, so it lays closer to the body. I can compare this to my Chanel square flap as well, and I'll show you guys that. Okay, so I have my flap here. This is my square flap. I sold my rectangular mini that I had. It was pre-loved and it was caviar, and I just didn't love it. And so I picked this up instead. But this is the square flap. So this one is from last season, and I did an unboxing on this one as well. So I'll go ahead and link that in the cards. But this is the square mini, and then this is the new bag here. So you can kind of see the difference, and I'll show you the width. You see that? So yeah, this is the only comparison that I can give you, but trust me, we looked at the rectangular mini, and again, this is taller and a little bit thinner on the side, but you can fit the exact same amount, if not more, because it's a little bit more pliable. So love this bag. Let me also show you guys the tag, just in case you want this. This is the tag here. So just in case you want to show this to your essay, this is the bag. So now let's go ahead and get into the mod shots. Okay, y'all, so here are the mod shots. So this is how the bag looks, just strung on one shoulder. Let me see. There we go. So you can see where it hits me. I am 5'1". I'm very short, so keep that in mind. So cute though. Okay. All right, y'all. So you can see this is the bag crossbody, and I absolutely love where it hits me crossbody. It's super cute. Yeah, it's just perfect. I am 5'1" for reference. So yeah, it just hits perfectly. And as you can see on the side, what I was talking about, it's a little thinner. So it's not gonna like stick too far out from the body, which I love. And then you can see all the pearl detailing. So you can see the pearls here with Chanel, and then you can also see the little CC pearl there as well. But yeah, super cute. I love this. All right, you guys, so that is the end of my Chanel reveal video. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I love this bag so much. It's just a bit of me. Like, it is that street but chic thing that I like. It's a classic, yet it has that edge with the novelty chain. So I just love it so much, and I really do feel like it has scratched that itch for like this large purchase that I was saving to buy in Paris. I didn't really know the exact bag that I wanted, but it was just like I wanted something special, you know? And I really do feel like this handbag was special, and I was able to get 10% off, so you can't beat that with the stick. Chanel never does sales, so I was super happy to be able to score this handbag. And I honestly feel like I have been like buying luxury items to kind of fill the void of the bag that I had like conjured up in my head to pick up in Paris. But you know how it is. Like, if you don't get what you actually want, you're gonna just keep buying things to fill the void, and the void would never be filled. So I really do feel like the bag that I got today is just, it's everything. I love it so much. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. Do you think that this is going to be like a collector's timeless type of piece, or do you think it's trendy? I definitely think it's a classic with a twist, and that is so my style. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will talk to you on my next video, and I'll see you guys next week.